Our flow cannot yet enter the dates in the calendar, the test calendar you find on this column, or the user's calendar, on the first FlowReminder screen, as the calendar dates are only entered from a date field or from a form calendar symbol. In our case, we have already entered a date field in the form start symbol, but we need to specify the text of the date. We call this date data denotifica, for example. Note the Skip Holidays button. When a user directly inserts a date, as in this case, nothing changes, but if the variable to which it is referenced is changed by the flow, with the Skip Holidays button activated, this date will be automatically moved to avoid the holidays. We also have a field that, if completed with a variable name of another deadline, for example, automatically deletes it when the current module is closed. Let's do a test of our flow. We will see that in the test calendar, when I confirm the form start symbol, the flow inserts the date data notifica in the calendar, 29 days from now. However, we must still include in our example the dates of the trial, if the notification is greater than or less than 100,000 euros. We put two form calendar symbols. Let's clear this flow path. In this field we enter the deadline text. We call this deadline data processo, date of the trial. Let us then define the variable, already defined, vprocesso. Let's say that vprocesso is the same as the notification date, plus, for example, the constant that will be entered by the user in the form constant symbol. The form calendar symbol is divided into two parts, like all forms, the top, for the user, and the bottom, of development. Note, however, that the user, during the flow, will never see a form calendar form. You can only see it if the developer has entered some additional fields on the form, or if it is opened directly by clicking on the date in the calendar. We save our data del processo, and we create the link. We do the same for the other flow alternation. We create the calculation of the variable vprocesso. Let's say it should take place 7 days after notification. Any number entered in a date calculation is interpreted as number of days. Again, in this case we have a field to eventually delete any previous deadline. To clarify, I could enter the notification date, vdata notifica. This way, when the trial date is entered in the calendar, the notification date is cleared at the same time, in the form calendar form. There is also the Jump Null Days button. This button allows you to ignore the days that have been set to null on the calendar, starting from a previous deadline. Suppose that in my calendar consider null on August. If I enter here the variable related to the notification date, starting from this, August will not be considered in the flow calculations, as if it does not exist. We save and connect the flow, which is at this point almost complete.